Oakland police are investigating a deadly crash that killed a motorcyclist this morning. Officers were called to East 10th Street and 5th Avenue just after 9 a.m. Investigators say the rider of the motorcycle was headed south on 5th Avenue and collided with an SUV headed eastbound on East 10th Street. Surveillance video shows the driver in the black SUV approaching the intersection here where the motorcycle rider crashes into the driver's side of the SUV. A witness says two motorcyclists may have been racing and appeared to run a red light.
This whole area, we've had so many accidents. We've even told cops, please, you guys help us out. You guys need to put a light or a light coming out from the middle because they don't see that light.
Paramedics took the injured motorcyclist to the hospital where that person died of their injuries. The witness says the second motorcyclist also crashed but was able to get up and walked away. Oakland police say the SUV driver remained at the scene and cooperated with the investigation. Flowers have been placed at a San Jose intersection where an unhoused woman was killed while crossing the street. Advocates of the unhoused say her death is directly related to her recently being swept out of an encampment. They say this never would have happened had she not been forced to move. Tonight, the mayor of San Jose is responding to what happened. KTVU's Mark Sayer is live in San Jose for us tonight with the story. Mark.
Well, Greg, so far there have been 74 deaths of unhoused residents here in Santa Clara County, and most times you don't hear their names, you don't hear their stories. So tonight we want to introduce you to Susie Bouchon. Family and friends say 60-year-old Susie Bouchon spent most of her adult life on the street. She was hit while in a marked crosswalk in the early hours of June 28th and died on the 4th of July in the hospital.
In my heart, I knew she was there.
David Olegario is Susie's son and was at her side when she passed.
But when I showed up, she started crying and started wiggling her toes.
Susie had recently been swept from a nearby encampment and had moved over to a less familiar site near the Guadalupe River. She was crossing at Taylor and Spring Streets when she was hit. Pastor Sandy Perry says he has no doubt her death could have been avoided.
And so she would not have been there if she had not been swept.
So had she not been swept, she might be alive today.
She would be alive today.
At an earlier time, Susie volunteered in a church with Perry where she herself helped the unhoused.
A very cheerful person, in spite of her circumstances, in spite of a lot of tragedy in her life.
Last weekend, members of the unhoused community held a memorial for Susie at the site of the accident. As for David, he had not been close with his mother over the years and has been touched by what he has learned since her death.
To know that other people are going through it and you're going through it just to give back to the community while you're struggling, in my eyes, shows a lot. It shows you want better for your people. It shows you want to stand up for your people.
So far this year in Santa Clara County, there have been 74 deaths of unhoused compared to 116 for the same period last year. But advocates do not see the drop as a mark of improvement, saying it just takes one heat wave or cold snap to quickly boost the numbers.
But the problem with the sweeps is you have to have a place for people to go.
All these years I thought she was alone, and finding out all of these stories and how my mom was, and it's a great feeling. So I'm definitely proud of her, and she's flying high now.
Now, in a statement to KTVU, Mayor Matt Mahan said, "This tragedy is heartbreaking and sadly far too common. The answer is not to normalize unsheltered homelessness, but to end it. We must bring people indoors to safe, stable shelter and housing. That is the compassionate and responsible path forward." We are told the San Jose police did respond to this accident, and the driver of the car involved was cooperative with the investigation. Reporting live in San Jose, I'm Mark Sayer, KTVU, Fox 2 News. Greg?
Yeah, difficult situation for this family, an ongoing crisis for the city. Mark, thank you. Today